up, guys? I got an update for you here. It's Jake been a loser. So the car, I'm gonna work on it here shortly. It's a Thursday night. We're staying late, but we're moving the old toolbox out because the locks don't work and it's cumbersome and takes up space and not mobile. So I got this guy on sale at Harbor Freight, this U.S. General boy, and I'm going to we're gonna mount that and try to reconfigure how some stuff is in the trailer. Small update, guys. Got the toolbox here. We are gonna, of course, ratchet strap it and put some mounts on the other cabinets and stuff, so it'll stay there. It's got wheel locks, but I can't distress that. And this area, obviously, just you know, we got the old fuel holder there and stuff. But we got to figure out how we want to set it up and everything. Here we are for the seat. The only thing I have left to do is cut the holes for the straps. I should have mentioned that earlier, and honestly, I wasn't sure how these straps worked, and now I've seen some more pictures to understand. Over here on the chassis side, cut these two bars out right here. We're going to put some in that have a little bit of an angle to them. That will give me a little more headroom. Such a messy job cutting out old tubing like that. But and then back here, Jake got the bung welded on. Oh man. Let me see if I can zoom in. I'm just messing this all up. Whatever. Jake got the bung welded on this right here, so put the transmission overflow into that. And this right here before was this a tube with another 90 coupler. With the 90 coupler had kind of a frayed edge just because the way it was cut to fit. So I just got this little coupler, or this piece of pipe right there, that's nothing but pure aesthetics. All right, as you guys saw, we got a little bit done tonight. Nothing crazy, but it all helps. Today is Thursday, so I'll obviously be here all day Saturday and get some more stuff done. What is up, guys? It's Saturday morning. I know the other day I took some clips while we were working, or after we had worked. It probably seemed a little rushed. At least I think they were. But nonetheless, I'm back today. I don't have a 100% game plan on what I'm going to do yet. I'm kind of still deciding here. But nonetheless, let's just see what we can make happen. Got the shock sensor installed. You know, I cut the tab off that was there. And before we had like a little modified bolt right there that held the sensor on. But these little guys right here from Low Dollar are super cheap, under 20 bucks a piece. So I got the appropriate size for each tube and just use those instead. And then, you know, you got lots of adjustment there, so you can do what you need to do. But did that, got it wired in. Sorry, some of my wiring, this jack there has been fire damaged. And then, you know, plugs in over here in the corner. I'm gonna get this center section out. To do that, I have to raise the car up, and then get here and pull this bar. And then I have to lower it down on these jacks just so the rear end will drop down some so I can get the tires out. So kind of got to modulate the handle a bit on this. Let me look and see how we're looking on our jack placement. Let me scoop this other one back. All right. Once I get this thing low enough, I can, sorry, I'll keep blocking the screen. I'll just get it low enough just to get the tires off, and then I'll put it back up, and I'll be able to, or wheels off, then I'll be able to set it back onto the Pro Jacks and do what I gotta do. All right, I should be able to work with that. All right, tires are off, wheels, whatever, wheels and tires. So These are the cheap boy projects, so they tend to get a little wonky. And then same thing, go to bleed it down, just watch it. Cool. Your boy is stupid and forgot that the project needed to be let down so I could actually drain the fluid without making a mess. So I had to let it back down again. All right, guys, the center section is out. So I've got this tool, I'll show you here shortly, that you put the center section onto, and then you put it onto an engine stand. So I'm gonna get that done here in a minute. All right, guys, got my quality control inspector here, it's Sammy. But the rear end, this is the stand I bought off of eBay. Figured it'd be convenient to have instead of just doing it on the floor or on the table. But I'm gonna go through, kind of measure how things currently are, just so when we put the new gear in, we can get it set up like I want. I'm not gonna try to actually do it today, but I want to go ahead and get it out. All right, guys, well, Sammy's over here deciding to inspect the transmission. So there's a front pump, tail shaft, got our bucket here, catch everything. And we're about to pull this drum out.
Now let's just spin this back.
Sammy's inspecting. This is low gear, guys.
Shift forward hub, that forward drum is what it's called.
And the clutches so far look good.
Yep, that look good so far on it.
The darkness you're seeing is just the material they're made out of.
Anytime you would have slipping, you would see burnt spots. This is just normal wear here. Like if it was slipping, it would have black spots on it, and you would have your actual disc right here would have bare spots because it don't take but just a second. One slip and it's done. Like it'll put heat marks all over everything. So these actually have been applying good because these have a coating on them, and the coating's just wearing. If you look at it, it's just perfectly fine. Nothing wrong here.
All right, guys, transmission checked out good. All the clutches look good, thankfully. I wanted to check it just because of, we had burned them up at Shady Side and then only been out one time since. So it's good. Now I am on to pulling this thing apart. And I'm just gonna pop the oil pan off and maybe check a few bearings. So let's see what we got. All right, guys, got the oil pan off here. The pan looks good itself. Nothing in there. Just checking the thrust. It came in about 13 or 14, which is about where it was last time I checked it. I think I put it in here at 10 or 11 whenever we swapped in the billet crank. The oil pressure is good and everything, so I'm not too worried about messing with it. I just mostly was wanting to make sure there wasn't a big swing. So now let me pop off a couple of rod bearings. So checking some bearings here. This is a bit hard to do with one hand, but all right. So what you do, take the caliper, you can see this thing kind of moves a little bit, but we're looking for a big variation. That is the current bearing. This one. And as you can tell, they're reading the same. All right, guys, so checking some bearings here. This is a bit hard to do with one hand, but all right, so what you do, take the caliper, you can see this thing kind of moves a little bit, but we're looking for a big variation. That is the current bearing. This one. And as you can tell, they're reading the same. All right, so what I was doing there was measuring the bearing width. Now that's just one cylinder. I'm gonna check a couple more. But what you're looking for when you measure like that is bearing crush. Just because you're leaning on a car doesn't mean it'll blow a head gasket. If the heads are on really good, but you're still pounding on it, something has got to give. And generally in those situations, you'll start to flatten the rod bearing a little bit, or bend rods. But that situation right there, that bearing looks good. Which it should. I really don't feel like I'm leaning on this thing. But I'm gonna check a couple more just to see. But that's what I was doing there, was checking bearing crush. Just another way to look at your tune-up to see how you're doing on things. All right, guys, engine looked good. All I did is pop a couple rod bearings off. Oil pressure and stuff was great beforehand. So I just didn't feel the need to dig in there any deeper. So it looks like basically the engine can be ready to go back together. I'll inspect some of the O-rings on the block before I do that, but it'll be a minute before I get back to that probably. But I mostly just wanted to make sure I didn't find anything. That way, if I did, I could go ahead and get it ordered to get it on the way. And that's the thing with the transmission too. Just wanted to see, make sure if I needed something, I get it ordered. That way it's here. So this next week, what I'll probably focus on is getting these bars that I cut out the other night on the cage in place, getting the seat pad mounted for the seat, and I need to get the seat belt tabs and stuff in there too. And I have some other stuff I should be doing too, some smaller things. I just gotta wait for the stuff to get here. But I think I'm gonna wrap this video up on that. So I'm trying to do with these videos, make them a little shorter, and that way I can get them out sooner and not just overanalyze and try to put too much crap on there. But appreciate you guys watching. Make sure you like, share, and subscribe.